That's all the global market action we have for now. But how will all of these overnight cues impact our own Indian markets? We have a research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like and the stocks that are likely to be in the news. First up, let me start off by talking about how the trade setup looks like. Well, after a weak start, Nifty recovered almost 90 points to close above the 25,200 mark. Keep in mind that for the Nifty mid-cap as well as the small-cap, however, it was a day of consolidation after seeing two straight days of gains. PSU banks, of course, stole the show in yesterday's trading session on reports related to the FDI cap hike. Take a look at PNB, Punjab Sind Bank as well as SBI. They saw stellar moves in yesterday's trading session. Now, as far as the US markets are concerned, like Bertha was highlighting, it was a good day for them because they ended in the green. The markets bounced back after Trump downplayed reports that initially suggested that he was planning on firing the Fed Chair Powell. The US 10-year yield as well as the dollar index has similar moves. The US 10-year yield ended at 4.46% after pulling back from a 5-week high of around 4.5%, and the dollar index, after rallying to a 3-week high, backed off and ended the day almost 0.2% lower. Now, coming to the trading session today, Donald Trump says that the deal with India is closed, and that will be a trigger that the Indian markets will be waiting and watching out for. More clarity is, of course, needed to come by on this one. TechM, LTTS and Angel One will be reporting to their respective numbers. Today, we will also be watching out for a few numbers from the IT pack from Wipro, LTI, Mindtree. Apart from that, keep an eye out on Axis Bank as well as Jio Financial Services as well. As far as board meetings are concerned, Hudco, Inox Wind, Tata Communications will be holding board meetings separately in order to consider fundraising plans. Patanjali Foods will be considering a bonus issue. The GIFT Nifty will also come up for you on the screen. Will give you an indication of how the Indian markets are expected to open. It was indicating a 33-point uptick last I checked. Moving on then, let's focus in on the stocks that we need to watch out for in today's trading session. Over to Ria then. Ria?
Well, yes, Ma'am, actually, let's take a look at the stocks that are going to be in focus today. Looking at the Q1 FY26 earnings first, for L&T Tech, the margins have remained largely stable at 13.3% in this quarter. The dollar revenue has gone down by around 2.9% sequentially and is up 13.6% on a year-on-year basis. For Tech Mahindra, the margins have come in at 11.1% versus 10.5% in the previous quarter. The constant currency revenue has gone down by around 1.4% sequentially versus our expectations of a 0.7% decline. For Ixigo, the revenue has seen an increase of around 74% over the previous year. Margins have slightly contracted, coming in at 8.1% versus 9.5% in the last year. For Angel One, the total client base is at around 32.5 million, up around 31.3% on a year-on-year basis. For the wealth management segment, the AUM has increased by over 33% sequentially as of to 50.7 billion rupees. For GMR Airports, they've come out with their business update for the month of June. The June passenger traffic has gone up by 0.9% over the previous year, and the aircraft movements are up around 2.5% compared to the previous year as well. Shifting away from earnings, SBI will also be in focus today. They've launched a QIP. They're looking to raise up to rupees 25,000 crores, and the indicative offer price is between rupees 806 to rupees 831.7 per share. Godrej Properties has acquired a 50-acre land parcel in Raipur with an estimated saleable area of 9.5 lakh square feet. Two pharma stocks to be in focus. The first one is Emcure Pharma. They've announced a partnership with Sanofi India to broaden the reach of Sanofi's oral anti-diabetic drugs. And Zydus Life has said that the US FDA has made no observations on the company's Gujarat facility, and the site was recommended for approval.
Well, thanks so much for that, Ria. And finally, we now have Mangalam joining in with cues from the F&O space. Mangalam, it's the day of the weekly expiry. What are the F&O cues indicating?
It is indeed the day of the weekly options expiry. And yesterday was a decent trading session. Why do I say that? Because, we opened lower. Thereafter, we tested lower levels. And then in the second half of trade, we had the IT index perk up once again. And that exactly what took the Nifty off the lows as well. And we ended closer to the flat line. So if you look at the Nifty, if you look at the IT index and the Nifty side by side, you would notice that, charts are fairly congruent, and telling you that it's the IT index which has been supporting the index for the last couple of trading sessions. The Nifty Bank and the mid-cap index, all of them doing well. The Nifty Bank has been outperforming for a while. Just look at the weekly options expiry data today. In the cash market, the FIs have sold almost 1,800 crores. The DIs have gone ahead and bought 1,200 crores, but they keep selling in index futures. So we are yet to see the big short covering that is coming by in index futures because the Nifty has failed to cross important levels on the upside. However, the good part is that FIs are just 18% long and 82% short. If the market does conquer important levels on the way up, then all those shorts will provide further fuel for rally. The other thing is that over the last few trading sessions, the Nifty has broken its 4-day falling streak and has begun to recover from lows, and that's given put writers a fair amount of confidence to go ahead and write short puts. Ahead of expiry, there have been 2 puts written for every call, telling you that support has moved higher for the Nifty. 25,150 put and 25,200 put, both of them extremely active in trade yesterday, and also 25,250 call is equally active. So if the Nifty does cross past that 20-day moving average, maybe there is an up move in sight. That's what the punt buyers at 25,350 calls are doing. Yesterday's low on the Nifty, extremely crucial, 25,121, and on the way up, we are looking at the 20-day moving average as a mark to watch out for as a near-term range. Just watch out for a couple of stocks. RBL and Glenmark are both out of FNO ban, and yesterday we had pointed out the possibility of Angel One entering FNO ban. That's exactly what's happened.
Well, thanks so much for that comprehensive Mangalam. But